you guys got to go back and watch the main show, because even though it was really fast, I would have liked to do a lot more. There's good material there, so watch the archive of the show with Alex. But what I want to do for this behind-the-scenes minute or two is for people that understand that it's really dangerous right now, literally, physically, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally dangerous to send your kids to any kind of government-approved school. Well, not any kind of government-approved school, because there are some good private ones. But certainly the public schools have gotten really dangerous on many levels. So what's it like to when you consider doing homeschooling, at least until it becomes illegal? It's still possible now in most parts of the world where our listeners are. What are the things that you have to look at if you want to really consider doing the best job of homeschooling that you possibly could?
Yeah, well, thank you for the question, Richard. And it's good we're doing this in the behind-the-scenes thing, because I don't like to talk too much about my family in public, but I'm happy to share it with
this is a private format.
So, we homeschool. We were homeschooling in Sweden. Luckily, my children weren't yet mandatory school age, so we didn't have to run afoul of the law. But homeschooling is a lot of fun. Everybody's homeschool is going to look different, right? I mean, depending on the values of the parents, the educational pedagogy that the parents like, depending on what sorts of things the parents want to emphasize, everybody's homeschool will look different. One of the things that my wife and I do is we're involved in several co-ops. So, we want to make sure the kids get out there and interact with other children, with other parents, with other educators. And so we're involved in two co-ops. One of them is basically parents who have different skills, different talents, share those talents. So I'm going to be teaching American history in this coming semester. My wife teaches reading to the little ones and geography. We have a computer programmer who teaches computer programming. We've got a Hispanic lady who teaches Spanish.
This is right around the part of the town where you live that you're talking about, right?
Exactly.
Your physical locality.
Yes, this is about half an hour from where we stay. Then we have another homeschool co-op we're involved in called Classical Conversations, where they really emphasize the classical model of learning. So the younger kids do a lot of memorization. They memorize facts and multiplication tables, and then later they learn how to put them all together. They learn grammar, they learn rhetoric, they learn logic. So that's one of the co-ops we do. It's just one day a week. And we also do a lot at home. We mix and match different resources. We use a math curriculum developed by the University of California more than a century ago, and it's phenomenal. I mean, I just can't speak highly enough about it. It's great.
People used to be able to think a lot better than they do now.
I know. It's incredible. They used to be able to read a lot better than they read now, too.
They could talk, too. It was incredible.
Yeah. You go back and look at the speeches, look at the essays that people were writing 200-300 years ago. Read the Federalist Papers. I mean, it's just amazing, the caliber of writing that we used to have. But so those are the things we do. Freedom Project Academy, we have not enrolled in that yet, even though I teach there, only because you have to have pretty reliable access to internet 4 days a week. And, my family and I have been on the road now for a few years. So it's not possible when you're traveling to a new city every day. But we do intend to enroll our older ones in that program as soon as we're settled down and slowed down. But I just can't tell you how much fun homeschooling is. And I say only kind of half jokingly to parents, like, you could put your kid in a closet for 12 years and you would be making a much better decision.
They'd be smarter than if they went to school, right?
No question about it. Absolutely no question about it. And so I'm only half kidding when I say that, because putting your kids in a government school is probably one of the most dangerous possible things you could do. So no matter how bad you think you might be as a home educator, you're going to do a lot better job than the government schools, because their purpose is to dumb down your child. Their purpose is to indoctrinate your child. And parents love their kids. 999,999 parents out of 1 million parents love their children and want what's best for their children. So you almost can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's encouraging. Okay, well, that we want you back as soon as possible, and I have a project I want to tell you about that I think you might find interesting, so I can just email you about that, I guess.
Oh, that'd be awesome, and I look forward to coming back on the show, Richard. This part of my speaking tour will be done by September, so hopefully we can reconnect soon, and thank you for everything you're doing. You're doing some awesome work. So
sounds great. Have a good rest of the trip.
Thanks so much, Richard. All right, take care. Thank you, Doug.
All right, talk to you soon.
Bye-bye, guys.